So I'd like to welcome everyone to this week's weekly Advisor Team webinar. As you know, we have this webinar every Thursday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And the purpose of this webinar is to give you the tools and resources you need to be more effective in running your business. You know, we are here to help. And I always mention what a pleasure it is to work with all of the small business owners I get to talk with each day. And so this week we're excited that we have a guest speaker, and he does an excellent job. And I actually have Mike Calhoun and Emron on the phone with me today. Are you both there? We'll work out the bugs on
Hello, Megan. Yes,
audio.
we are.
All right, very good. And then is Mike Calhoun with you also?
Hello, everyone. How are we doing today?
There we go. Now, I introduced this weekly webinar, but Mike, I thought you would do the best job in introducing Emron today. So do you want to dive in and tell us a little bit about our guest speaker?
Absolutely. We're live on the air.
We are live, yes.
Oh, man, this is so exciting. Yes. Hello, my name is Mike Calhoun, and I am the CEO of InfoMarketer.com, and I'm sure that we've probably spoken to each other or been on a webinar together at some point or even at an event. I know many of you and have worked with many of you, actually. And today, we actually had the invitation from Megan to jump on and share 5 critical elements for your business and business website. And she says, listen, I want you to do something special. Is there anything that we can do that's fresh and clean and new? And I said, you know what, there actually is. I have a gentleman that has been a very, very just awesome and powerful addition to the team in the last 3 to 4 months. And I would love to just have this gentleman spend some time with the group and get to know the group like I've gotten to know the group over the past couple of years. So this gentleman has worked from Australia to UK to all over the USA, building presentations, working with businesses. I mean, some of the calls, like I'm kind of just walking past, some of the calls that he's on are just like amazing calls with people that are doing, millions of dollars per year. And I'm not just saying that. Like, sometimes you get on these calls and it's kind of like, oh, this guy's making $1 million, whatever. No, he's on calls guiding them and coaching them daily and giving them direction that they, adhere to. And these are successful people. So I said, we've got to get this gentleman, Mr. Imran Rahman, on the call today with business credit clients. Just so he can, kind of share some of that brilliance, but more importantly, focus it into 5 actionable steps that they can begin implementing immediately on their own with no other help. Just take a few notes, make a list, and start checking them off. And right now what I want to do is I want to bring Imran Rahman on the line. Imran, are you here?
Absolutely, I am. Mike, thank you so much for that intro. I really, really appreciate it. I'm truly excited and honored to be here with everyone, and we're just going to have a lot of fun on this call today. And my promise to you is that before this call is over, you're going to look back on this time and say, wow, I picked not one, not two, but many golden nuggets, specifically in terms of how I can improve my online presence and use my website to generate more revenue for my business. So that's my promise to you. I'm truly excited to be here. And so in this presentation, amongst lots of other things, I will share with you the 5 critical components or aspects of a business website that quickly and easily turn curious visitors into paying customers. Oftentimes I hear business owners saying, well, only if I had more leads and only if I had more traffic. And quite often the case is that there's plenty of traffic, there are plenty of leads, and what needs to be in place is a lead nurture and a lead conversion system that takes that interest and turns it into actual dollar signs. So we're going to go ahead and, Megan, if we are good to go, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the presentation.
We are good to go. And excited. So go ahead and dive in.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. So as I shared with you in this presentation, we'll be covering lots of different components. And so what's important to realize is that success is not doing certain things, it's doing things a certain way. It's not about just going out and getting a website, it's about having a website that works and operates in a certain way. And it's one of the easiest ways that you have an opportunity to look bigger and more professional than your competition by going over some of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you as to how you can create an online presence that really makes you look like a professional and amazing business. And so we're going to talk about what are the sort of critical aspects that separate brochure style websites that are just, might as well you handed a prospect a brochure versus a cash machine website, which really just turns the visitor interest into tangible revenue for your business. And so I'm also going to be sharing with you the many different online systems that I have utilized working with different businesses of all sizes over the years, and how you can utilize that same information to apply it to your website and to your business, as well as just in general different keys to generating more revenue with your business online. And so, when it comes to your online web presence and when it comes to your website, more business truly starts with a better website. Because, back in the day, what was happening is that people would open up the yellow pages and they would find a business and they would call that business or show up to that business. And, that's how kind of business was done. In the last couple of decades, that has completely transformed to where we now have all of the online sort of portals or channels that are primarily responsible for driving traffic to a business and to a website. And so, the yellow pages have obviously been replaced by Google and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. And so it's critical that you're able to take those who are searching for your business online and get them to do business with you via those different channels. And so the way that you can make yourself look bigger than your competition is to utilize these very aspects that I'll be sharing with you here, because truly your website is your online marketing hub. So if you have a shopping cart, you're processing orders online, well, that shopping cart is present on your site. If you've got a Facebook fan page, a Twitter account, or a YouTube channel, well, all of those are eventually sending visitors and curious prospects to your website. If you're creating content and sharing information about how your target market can solve the challenges that they're experiencing, and that content is being indexed and found by search engines like Google, well, when someone finds that content about your site and they click on that link, guess where they end up? They end up on your website. And your business card has your website on it, your brochure has your website on it. As a matter of fact, it's really the starting point where a prospect would go to find out more about you, more about what you do, more about how you can help them and how you can help address the challenges that they're experiencing. And so you can use it to stand above and go beyond your competition very easily when you follow these certain strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you. And so just quickly a little bit about myself so you can see kind of where I am and where I've been coming from and where I'm going. So I'm the director of marketing here at bizblueprint.com and InfoMarketer.com, and I am an author in a book called Be More, Do More, Have More, which is specifically tips that allow you to live a more purposeful and empowered life. I'm also a marketing coach and a marketing strategist, as well as a personal development coach. And I've, over the years, been very blessed to have amazing mentors and amazing teachers who have led me to be able to work on some really amazing projects. So I've been able to work in a variety of different niches within internet marketing and digital marketing and online business development, being involved in projects and companies that have generated multiple 7 figures in revenue. So I'm excited about taking that knowledge that I've acquired and sharing it with you on this presentation today. And so I started out back in the day with repairing and fixing computers, and kind of graduated to working on computer networks, and then realized, I'm often in front of computers and keyboards and server closets way too much. I need to be out in the real world talking to people and dealing with people directly. And that's where I kind of made a transition into this industry now, being in digital marketing and online marketing about 5 years ago. And I started off as an intern and working for free. And needless to say, the rest is history. I'm able to connect with some amazing people that have helped me get all the knowledge that I've gotten over the years. And so I've been involved with literally hundreds of projects where we've driven traffic, where we've built websites, we've built automated webinars and other online marketing systems that have generated lots of leads, lots of customers for businesses, both physical and virtual, in a variety of niches. So I'm excited to share and teach you all of these lessons that I've learned in terms of how you can use them to create a more effective, more efficient, and a more profitable website. And so the 5 critical components of a cash machine website are, the first key is professional branding and logo. And so I'm going to go over each one of these individually and be able to show you why it is so powerful to have these different components in your website. And so it starts with a professional brand and a professional logo, and you want to make sure that you have easy to follow visual layout. Over the last few years, the internet has really appreciated and evolved into a very visual experience. And of course, we live in our regular day-to-day lives, and humans are primarily visual creatures. So it's very important to utilize certain types of graphics and videos and other multimedia content to create a visual experience, because that's what we're used to in our day-to-day lives. Now, you also want to make sure that you have a navigation menu that has all of the important information easily accessible for your prospects and for your customers, so they can easily find out more about your business and how to do business with you, as well as you want to give them an ethical bribe, which often in the industry we refer to as a lead magnet, which is sort of why a prospect would then share their name, email, or phone number with you. And in just a moment, I'll share with you the importance of why it's so important to capture that prospect's information when they come to your website. And we're also going to go ahead and talk about how to create and how to utilize intelligent calls to action on your website, which get people from just being curious into raising their hands and identifying them as a warm lead, so that you have an opportunity to work with them, and you have an opportunity to share solutions with them that they would happily pay and invest with your company for. Now, I'm also going to throw in a bonus key. This is key number 6. So the 6th key that's so very important also is analytics and reporting. It's so important to be able to take a look at what's actually going on with the site in terms of traffic, in terms of conversions, and then based on that real-time data and reviewing it on a regular recurring schedule, what you have an opportunity to do is find out which of your campaigns are effective, which of the efforts that you're doing online are the most fruitful, so that you can focus on the 20%, so to say, that generates 80% of the revenue and the actual results with your website. So I'm going to go ahead and just go over each one of these keys with you a bit more detail. And by the way, every site that you see on here is either one of our clients or one of the projects that we've worked on at Biz Blueprint. And so I'm very proud of our team and the people that we've got who put these sites together. And so it all starts in terms of a professional brand and a professional presence online is concerned. When it comes to creating your website, is you've got to be very, very clear with who is your ideal customer. And so you want to create an ideal customer avatar, which sort of is a demographical and a psychological profile of the perfect individual who would happily share their money with you to do business with you. So you want to go into in terms of, is it a male? Is it a female? How old are they? Are they, married? Are they single? Do they have a college degree, or you want to kind of really get into understanding who it is that's your best prospect, because once you're able to do that, what you can do is you can sort of emulate their emotional state to find out what is it that they're experiencing, what is it that that's going through their mind, and that's where you can then share with them through your brand and through your logo and the colors that you use and the tagline that you use in your marketing as to how you can create a new set of emotions that are present by utilizing your products and services. And so humans are emotional creatures, and we act with emotion, and we back up what we do with logic. And so you always want to be very cognizant of how is it that you can help someone through that emotional channel. Because if you, for example, look at some of the most successful companies in the world, for example, Coca-Cola, their slogan is open happiness, right? What are they selling? They're saying, hey, if you drink a Coke, you're going to be happy. Now, obviously, that's definitely up for further discussion in terms of how true that is. But one thing is for sure, and that is that they sell a lot of Coke and they make a lot of money. And so we've certainly got, as business owners, an opportunity to look at how they're doing their marketing and what we can learn from them. And most of the biggest companies are very successful branding and very successful marketing companies. And so it's definitely something to pay attention to. And so what you want to do then is to create the right colors and use the right words that best communicate your message in terms of how you can help a person that's going through a challenge or that's got a problem that your product and your services will solve for them. So it's very important that you have a professional brand and logo, and that's how you can easily stand out from the crowd, because most business owners, unfortunately, do not take the time to properly build their brand and properly put the right type of thinking in terms of being able to create a very consistent and a very simple value proposition for the visitors that come to their website. And so here's an example. You can see that this is one of the business credit sites that we've done, and many of you may know this gentleman who owns this company. And so you can see in terms of the branding and the colors and the way the layout is, it communicates certain emotions and it communicates a certain type of a presence, and easily has an opportunity to impress a visitor over a competitor's website that may not be as well designed and as well thought out. So you can clearly see by having a nice brand and logo, you can really create an amazing first impression for the people who are going to visit your website. And so the second key is that you want to create a layout that's easy to follow, that's easy to navigate. And the truth is, most websites, when you go to, you can't really tell within the first 5 seconds or so, or 10 seconds, what the business actually does. Yeah, sure, you can look around a little bit, and you can look at products and services, and you'll get a better idea. But if you're able to, within a few seconds, clearly communicate what you do and how you can help a visitor, the more likely they are to stay on your site longer and dig into your products and services and other areas on your website and find out more about your business. And so you can do that using specific images and graphics that appeal to your ideal prospect, your ideal customer avatar that we just talked about on the last slide. And so by using these specific images and graphics, what you're doing is you're establishing the primary reason why someone has come to your site, and what you're doing is you're giving them the feelings and the emotions and the information that's most important to them at the time that they are visiting your website. And it's also the perfect time to share with them the future scenarios that they can experience as a result of doing business with you. And so, for example, as you can see here, this site is a client where they sell engagement rings and other forms of jewelry. And so to be able to show visuals and graphics that clearly show how amazing this jewelry is, you're able to get somebody to experience within their mind how they would be able to experience that same sort of a feeling by purchasing the products and services that are being offered. So you can see here's another one of our clients, and this is a limo and car transport company. And you can see that in terms of the site is concerned, it very clearly shows that they have a beautiful fleet of cars, and that, you know, if you want to call them right away, that you can reach out to them with the phone number. You know, they speak Spanish as well, and all of the other relevant information that you would want to know, such as what cars you can get, who are the actual people that are driving the car, being able to reserve, you know, a particular appointment with them, and to also look at the service areas they have. You're able to use sort of this layout in a very easy and simple way and get the information that you need right away. And that's what you want to do with your website, is that you want to have information easy to find, easy to locate, so that your prospects can get exactly what they want right when they need it. Now, the third key to a cash machine website is a simple site navigation menu that has all of the key and sort of critical information that your prospects and that your site visitors are looking for. And so some of those areas are very simple, yet you'd be surprised how many businesses sort of miss out on clearly being able to show and share this information. So you want to make sure that you have a navigation menu that clearly shows who you are and what are the products and services that you offer, and as well as, you know, a page or information about your company and how long you've been in business, and other forms of credibility and proof and testimonials and success stories, to be able to show that, you know, you've been able to help plenty of other people who may be going through, who went through the same kind of experience that your current prospect, your current visitor is going through, and that you've been able to successfully help them achieve the results that they're looking for. So social proof, testimonials, success stories, case studies are some of the most valuable assets, you know, that are to be prominently displayed on your website, so that your prospects can see how is it that your business will be able to help them. And now this one is critical. You want to be able to clearly show your prospects and your customers how to buy from you. You'd be surprised how many businesses, you know, have a sort of a sales prevention department that, you know, prevents people from really finding out how and what to buy. And so you want to make it very clear and easy in terms of how they can actually buy your products, buy your services, how to contact you for more information, and easily be able to get in touch with you and get the information that they need, so they can quickly make a buying decision in terms of how you can serve them, which is the first reason why they came to your site. So as you can see, here's our bizblueprint.com homepage, and we've got sort of all the main components there. You know, the homepage, what is Biz Blueprint, a portfolio of our sites that we've built in the past, fans, you know, people that we've worked with and what they had to say about us, our pricing and options, as well as our support and contact information, along with a blog. And so you can see that even though it looks really simple and really minimalistic, there's a lot of thought and strategy that went into designing the site like this, from the colors to the logo to the branding to the calls to action being in orange. All of these things are strategically placed to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to communicate comfort and to communicate certainty and success to the people who are visiting the site, and to be able to get them to come into our funnel and get more information about our products and services, so we can have an opportunity to serve them. Now, the key number 4 to creating a cash machine website is to offer an ethical lead magnet bribe, to where you're sort of bribing your prospects in being able to get their contact information. So you can see in this graphic some lead magnets or some sort of free gifts or giveaways. And in most cases, you know, people give out ebooks or a blueprint or a mind map or that kind of information that someone can quickly consume. And it's critical that you capture your prospects' information when they come to your website, because most people are not going to be ready to do business with you right when they come to your website. I would say on average, depending on the business and depending on the market, anywhere from 20 to 30% of business site visitors would be ready to do business right then and there. Well, what about all the other 60, 70, 80%? Well, 10, 20% of those people will probably never do business with you. They probably just ended up on your site as a fluke, or maybe they just are not in that right mindset. Well, that leaves us with a huge chunk of about 60% of people that need more touches, that need more follow-up, that need more information, that need more time before they're ready to do business with you. So by being able to capture their information, their name, email, phone number, and that sort of information, and by sharing value and information with them over a period of time, what you have an opportunity to do is to gain what's called top of mind awareness in your prospect's mind when it comes to the products and services that you offer. So next time they think business credit, or next time they think websites, they think of your business or my business and quickly reach out to us, at which point we can then conduct the transaction. So it's critical to build that relationship, because most of the people that come to your site are not going to be ready to do business with you. It's just the reality of things. Now, the other important part here is that you want to take a relational approach versus a transactional approach with your prospects. What you want to do is you want to build relationships, and you want to add value to your prospects and your customers so that they can continue to come to your business year after year, product after product, service after service, and that allows you to create much higher lifetime values from the customers and the marketing customers that you acquire and the marketing that you perform. So it's very important to take a relational paradigm in business. And so as you can see here clearly, that this site that we designed here, we're giving away 6 food secrets that will help someone get more fit and be able to use food as a medicine. And you can see it's very prominent. It's above the fold, which means that when you land at a site, you don't have to scroll. Anything that you see right there, right when you visit a site, is the area that's called above the fold. So you always want to have your lead capture above the fold, so those people that never scroll can still put their information in, get into your follow-up sequence, and eventually, one day, conduct commerce and business with you. Now, key number 5 is that you want to have multiple intelligent calls to action on your website. It's very important that you clearly communicate the specific actions that you want your prospects to take when they visit your website. So you want to get people into your sales funnel by having them fill out a form, by having them giving you a call, by having them request a quote, or by having them fill out some sort of a questionnaire or information that then gets you to identify that prospect as a warm lead. They sort of raise their hand and say, hey, I'm interested. Tell me more about your product. Tell me more about your services. And so you want to get people into your funnel by clearly showing them what to click on and where to go, and request more information by filling out specific forms that you can then have your sales and marketing team follow up with. And so you want to make sure that you also ask people to purchase your products and services. If you're selling your products and services directly on your website, it is critical that you go ahead and you clearly ask people at the end of your marketing message, hey, are you ready to get started? Go ahead and click the link below, and go ahead and fill out the information, whether it's a request for more information, or whether it is an actual order form with a credit card in it. You want to clearly instruct your prospect what to do in terms of how you can solve their challenges and how they can do business with you. Now, here's a clear example of one of our clients, and this company here, what they do is they are a mobile oil change company. So they'll go and perform vehicle maintenance and oil changes by going to the customer site. And somebody who goes to their website, well, probably the biggest thing that they're going to be interested in is, hey, can I get an appointment so that one of your people can come out and service our fleet or change, oil on the truck? And so in this case, you can clearly see that we've got their phone number present, as well as, and it's actually in a couple of places, as well as links where you can get more information. And you can see that those links are green, which is a sort of a subliminal color used to encourage action and say go, very much like a green traffic light sort of has programmed us to do. And you can see here that we've got a clear, simple, easy to fill form that the prospects can fill out and be able to then get more information about how to get their vehicles serviced. So that's a clear example of a specific call to action. Now, the bonus key number 6, that I didn't tell you about, that I just kind of threw in there because it's so important, is analytics and reporting. And so the truth is that you cannot manage what you do not measure. So in order for you to be able to manage it and make a strategic decision in terms of how to proceed with your marketing and with your sales strategy, you've got to constantly be measuring the results that you're experiencing. And so by looking at the traffic that's coming onto your website, and where it's coming from and how long the people are staying on your website, what you can do is make clear and specific actions that can then increase what we would call an earnings per click, or a DPL, a dollars per lead, which is the earnings that you make with the visitors and the customers that come into your business. And so it's very important to realize that direction is more important than speed. Before you go ahead and spend a bunch of money on a marketing campaign, you want to make sure that it's the right kind of campaign. And so when you can look at your traffic and when you can look at your analytics and you can identify which marketing campaigns are working and which aren't working, what you can do is pour more fuel on the fire. The ones that, the campaigns that are generating results, you can then go ahead and look at those lead sources, and all of this can be done very easily utilizing technology. We're in 2014 here, so all this is pretty straightforward to do when you're working with the right people. So you can look at which one of your marketing campaigns is effective, and that's the one that you want to kind of floor, so to say, in terms of speed and throwing more resources on it. It's very important to take a look at where your traffic is coming from and what traffic is most valuable to you, because there's a saying in our industry, and that is, not all traffic is created equally. You may be getting traffic, from a particular referral source or a particular partner that is way more profitable and way more ready to do business with you. And by being able to look at analytics and being able to look at reporting, you can clearly identify that arena and do what's necessary to grow it. So you can see here is a sample report in terms of the visits and the page views that have occurred on this blueprint over the last year. And so you can see that we can clearly tell not only how much traffic we got, but where that came from in terms of geographically and what websites and how many of those people were unique visitors, and on and on and on. It's quite detailed in terms of how much information you can truly look at as to what's actually going on behind the scenes with your website. So here's a few more examples just to kind of bring it all together to show you some of the sites that we've built in terms of actually applying all of these principles. It's one thing to just tell you guys what to do and talk the talk. It's a whole another to actually walk the walk. So you can see in terms of the designs and the online systems and the websites that we've created, we've incorporated these elements over and over and over again because we've seen these very, very specific strategies create massive results for our clients and the people that we've been blessed to work with. So you can see the different designs that we've created and the websites that we've created all follow the same philosophy that I'm sharing with you on this call today. And so you can now clearly see how easy it is that by having a professional brand and a professional logo and using the right colors and using the right sort of graphics and visual layout, as well as having a clear, simple, straightforward navigation menu, and by offering the proper sort of bribes or lead magnets to get people into your funnel and asking them specifically to take certain actions on your site, that you can truly turn a website that is just a sort of a brochure and kind of looks okay to what I would call a shabam type of instant reaction in terms of the visitors that are coming to your site. So you can look bigger, so you can look professional, and so you can get those visitors and get those prospects to come into your marketing funnel and to do more business with you. And so those are the 6 keys in terms of how you can easily turn your website into a cash machine. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just real quickly go over our company and sort of our system as to how we've been able to work with a lot of business owners in a variety of niches, of course, primarily, serving many folks within the business credit or the credit arena. And so the Biz Blueprint system is a sort of a consolidated system to where a typical business owner that would go to 5 or 6 different companies to do business with, we've taken all of those components and combined them into one single, simple system where the CRM, the customer relationship and record management system, and the email marketing system, and the tracking and blogs, as well as e-commerce and shopping cart, and other multimedia components are all present in one system. And so what I wanted to do is, because this is a sort of a special call for us, what I wanted to do is offer those of you who are interested a special opportunity in terms of how you can use this information that I shared with you and get us to work with you to take your online presence and website to the next level by applying the same information and the years and years of expertise that we have in growing businesses to work for you. And so some of the benefits of the Biz Blueprint system is that we're utilizing the most cutting edge and the best technology that's available online. It's an all-in-one system, and we get to work with our clients and really craft it, tailor it to their needs, which allows them to save time, money, and energy, and generates more leads, more revenue, and more profits in a business by giving you a sort of a competitive edge over your competition, who you probably don't want listening to this call. Let's just put it that way. And so this allows you to enjoy peace of mind and be able to achieve your dreams in life and be able to go after the things that are important to you. And so for the business credit clients and the personal credit clients and for the business finance suite clients, what we want to do is extend to you as a gift a complimentary business success strategy session where we can go ahead and have a conversation with you on the phone exclusively dedicated to your online presence and your website. And we can go ahead and show you how you can take these very same strategies that I've shared with you and apply them specifically to your business. And so you can hop on the phone with one of our specialized online business development consultants, and they can go ahead and have that call with you where you can ask any question about digital marketing and about website and be able to get an answer. And so the entire focus of what we do is around revenue generation. You can have a pretty website all day, but if it ain't making money, what good is it? And so the entire success strategy session is really focused on how do you generate revenue with your site, as I shared with you on this call today. And of course, there's no obligation to purchase, and there's no credit card required. And this is easily $100 value that we'd like to give and offer to you because you're part of our business credit and business finance suite family. And so to claim your complimentary business success strategy session, it's really, really easy and simple. All you have to do is just go to bizblueprint.com/core4. And so that is bizblueprint.com/CORE, the number 4. So you can go ahead and go there right now. And what you can do is just fill out a very short form that will give us the information necessary to be able to contact you back and set up a call to where we can go ahead and take all of this knowledge and experience that we've had and allow it to channeled to be utilized into your business so that you can generate more revenue and you can turn more of your prospects into customers. So again, that link is www.bizblueprint.com/core4. You can go ahead and go there right now and fill it out, and we'll go ahead and hop on the phone with you. So I'd like to go ahead and thank you for taking the time to be with us, and Megan and Mike and myself on this presentation. I hope that I was able to add a lot of value and share lots of information with you that you can use as soon as today in your business to generate bigger results. So thank you so much for joining us. And with that said, Megan, do you have any questions?
Well, no, I just want to first of all thank Imran for joining us today. It was a wonderful presentation, and I have some comments here from Jose, just thanking you guys for the work you have done on some of his customers and things like that. So as I have mentioned in the past, we're always find the best partners because it's so important to us that our business owners have the best resources. And I feel like Biz Blueprint is does a phenomenal job. And that's why we are so proud to have that partnership with you guys, because I feel like you have helped so many of our customers really fine tune the way they're presenting themselves online. I know me personally, whenever I go to purchase something or to look for a service and so on, I do that online. And unfortunately, all websites are not created equally. And I really do base my decision based on how that website looks and feels, because I feel like it's a true reflection of how that company operates internally. You know, whether that's true or not, I'm not sure, but it's that perception, it's that credibility that Emran talked about. And so I'm just excited that we could have this webinar today, and thankful for Emran's time and Mike Calhoun's time today. Now, we once again, yeah.
Imran, you did amazing. Like, that was absolutely exceptional. I mean, it was perfectly delivered. It was extremely educational. I mean, as the owner and founder, I mean, I was just elated to have you do that call. That was excellent.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Jose, thank you so much for your comments. We appreciate it so much. You know, we really care about the people's success who we were able and blessed to serve. So, Megan, you know, thank you for the opportunity to be here. And Mike, same
Thank
to
you,
you.
Megan. I appreciate that
It's
as
truly
well.
our pleasure.
Yes, and we, you know, we hope to have you on more calls. This is just one facet of, you know, the online presence, and you went through some major, you know, important details, and we want to continue this and learn even more about how to really set up a business online and put the best foot forward on the on getting your business set up online. I'm not coming up with the word I wanted to.
I think
Anyway.
I'd like to suggest that maybe we do a series, you know, like a
Yes.
monthly series, and maybe it's not every month, maybe it's every other month or something like that. But let's definitely continue to add more direction and guidance and instruction, and if you will, if you want to call it training and coaching, let's continue to do that. And let's pick some topics potentially, Megan. You know, and if anybody likes what we're talking about with the training and coaching series, you know, if you guys think that's a great idea, what I want you to do is I want you to call Megan's cell phone. No, not
You're
that.
so
I didn't say that.
I'm speechless at this point. No, but
No.
as you all know, and if everybody could put a thumbs up, I'm sure they would. You know, I think we definitely need to do a series on these topics because they're so helpful. It's so important in this market to have be putting your best foot forward. And so we're going to work out a series where we can get more information from Biz Blueprint. They're so kind to come and share their knowledge and wisdom with us, and it's a pleasure working with them. So that
Yeah,
said,
Megan, there's actually a
yes.
comment. There's a comment box on that when they go to the page here, bizblueprint.com/core4. There's a
Mm-hmm.
comment box there, and if they truly will attend, you know, you know, they're going to commit themselves to coming to the series. We'll invest in crafting those educational segments. Absolutely. So if we can just
Okay.
get a feel for the attendance on that, that would truly help us.
So you guys heard it from him. You know, if any topics that you want to learn about, any information you want to need, this is a great way to get information from an outstanding resource, Blueprint here. So you can go to that link there and put in your comments on what would be helpful to you and your business. And of course, I think we could get some good attendance on those topics that help all the business owners the most. So that would be fantastic. Thank you.
Your biggest challenge.
Yes.
Punch in your biggest challenge into that comment box, and big challenges equal big success.
Absolutely.
At this table.
Very good. Well, we're just grateful you guys joined us today. It was very effective, and I think we're going to continue with some other webinars and make this a series. So we're excited about that. As you all know, this webinar happens every Thursday at 4:00 p.m. This is the advisor team webinar where we share tips and information to help you run your business more effectively. It's a pleasure working with each of you. As you know, the advisor team is always here to help. We are on your side. We are wearing that finance ball cap, and we're here to help, whether it's developing that finance blueprint or coaching you through building your business credit. We are here to help. Our phone number, the advisor team phone number, is 800-497-0499. You can also email us at advisor@businessfinancesuite.com. Any topics, questions, and so forth you would like discussed on this webinar, you can also share with our advisor team. Thank you all for joining us today, and have a wonderful evening.